We are live. I'm a little early, guys. Sorry. Just doing a stretch. Oh. All right. It's cold and rainy here in Canada, where I'm at. Thanksgiving weekend here also. So I hope everybody had a good night. I was up late watching the new stuff going down on Rodney's case on Zav Girls last night. Very interesting stuff. So, of course, I slept in today. So, I'm here now, though. I'm actually early, so I'm surprised. Today, I wanted to get into talking to you about the toddler missing from Savannah, Georgia. His name is Quinton. Last name is Simon. 20-month-old boy. Brown hair, blue eyes. Last seen wearing black pants and a light blue, I think they said Disney shirt. I could be wrong on that. Just going to give it a few minutes. Hopefully some people will come in today. Lots going on in that case right now. I did try to look for updates to see if anything happened overnight. I do have a couple of things that did happen. Let me just get my notepad out. Oh, jeez. All right. So what we know. So we have Thomas Howell, who is the stepdad and the grandfather. And then we have Billy Joe Howell, which is the grandmother and the biological mother to the daughter. I don't know how you say her name. Eliani. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. She is the mother of Quinton, who is missing. However, Grandma Billy has custody of two of the three kids. She just had a baby girl in June, I believe. So I don't know if Grandma has full custody of the baby girl, but she does have custody of Quinton and the other little older boy. Now, the daughter and her boyfriend were living at her mom's house. So they were living at Billy Howell's house. So her mom, I'm assuming Thomas lives there as well. The daughter, her boyfriend, and then their three kids. Or not their three kids, but her three kids. Let me just, I'm going to search. I should have had these all pulled up. Sorry, guys. I'll share my screen in a minute. I just got to pull it all up. So please just bear with me. I have them all saved. My squeaky wheel back. Oh, going the wrong way. Wow, what's going on here? All right. Let me pull up the Facebook. So I joined one of the Facebook groups. I'm just trying to pull that up. Sorry, guys. I'm slow on the take today. All right. So there was an update. I'm just going to share my screen so you can read it along with me if you choose. Share screen. All right. So showing my screen. Okay. So somebody in the group said there was an update 5 hours ago. So it says police have released both Ileani and Danny, which are the mother and the mother's boyfriend, from the custody, and the grandparents were surprised to find them at home. Okay, so they've been questioned. They were questioned all day yesterday. The daughter, Ileani, and her boyfriend, Danny, were questioned all day yesterday, from what I can understand from this. On September 8th, Ileani was served with an eviction notice. And she also told police that she didn't want trouble. Because she was on probation, or she wasn't going to cause trouble or something. October 5th, the day of the disappearance, verdict was announced that the mother was to pay child support after not showing up for the hearing. The same day, she was also trash day. Okay, so it was trash day, garbage day at the house. So police were searching landfills and have not mentioned anything at all on their findings or search efforts. Family friends mentioned that the mother was told not to speak to the public or go on any social media. They state that the grandmother is heartbroken and will have little I don't know what that means, have a little SM presence as she's struggling with the comments from the public on social media. Okay. FBI has obtained physical evidence from the house, as well as had Ileana's car towed with a heavy police presence. According to others, the 2 other children have been placed in a safe environment. Police have not confirmed if they are with family or with CPS. So now this is just word of mouth, so it's not fact, as it hasn't come out from the police itself. So everything that we're talking about is hearsay. It's in my opinion. Yeah, what else can we see? All right, so I wanted to take you to this. Let me just stop my screen for a quick second. Okay, guys, welcome. If you're in chat, I can't really see chat. Oh, yes, I can. Sorry, my bad. I do have the StreamYard chat up, so it should connect into that as well. All right. Okay, so I wanted to share the TikTok. Let me just go on a site. Okay, where are we here? Where did it go? I had saved it. Jumpin' Joseph's. Give me 1 minute, guys. Damn it. Oh, wait. Family, no, that's the other one. Oh, there it is. My bad. Sorry, I'm blind as a bat. Okay, so let me just share my screen again. Sorry, Daisy. I didn't mean to make the noise. Did I make you jump? Talking to my dog. All right. So this is Ileana's mom 940. So I don't know if this is her account or her mom's account. So, but I wanted to go through some of her TikToks. I just gotta mute because music rights. So this is Ileana here. She's 22. Here's some pictures of Zane and Quinton. So I don't know how long Grandma has had custody of the boys, or even what led up to that for her to have taken the boys, whether Eliani was ill-equipped to care for two boys at the young age 22. Was she involved in drugs, alcohol? Is she suffering from postpartum depression? She did just have another baby in June. These pictures are so cute. So I just wondered what would make the grandmother have custody. Like, what was the situation for her to take custody, I guess, really. And if she had Grandma had custody, I don't understand why. I don't understand why Grandma left her and the three kids at home, because we're all living in the same house. Like here in Canada, CPS. So if, say, my mom and dad had custody of my kids, I can't be in, they cannot be in my care or control. How do I say this? They cannot be in my care or control. So I just don't understand why Grandma wasn't there, or if Grandpa was there, maybe it hasn't been told that Grandpa was there. These cute pictures. So there's Billy in the, see, this is, I think it's the grandma's, because these are just basically the boys. Let's see what else we have here. You've seen all those ones. So I thought I'd share some pictures of those. We haven't. Does CPS, like, I think CPS would have something to say about this. Especially if Grandma had custody. And if she knew that her daughter wasn't well enough or able enough to care for her kids, hence why she had custody, why would she leave them in the care of her daughter while she went away for a job? Was Grandpa there? Like, this Grandpa has to live in the house. So where was he when this all happened, when the baby was missing? Was he somewhere else? Was he already at work? And my other thing is, I wanted to play the, let me go back here. Go back to my, sorry, let's go back to Google. I know I'm all over the place. I'm not used to doing. Okay, so we're just going to listen to the interview. We're not going to play it. Actually, let me just stop my screen because I don't want to get copyrighted. This is from WSAV.com, and it's the exclusive interview of the babysitter. If I can find it. I know it's here because I watched it this morning. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, my Lord.
With this family and the babysitter who was originally supposed to be at this home this morning. News 3 Brian Gallagher also here with me at this scene tonight with those details.
Everybody can hear everything okay?
Thank you, Brett. Earlier tonight, I talked with the toddler's babysitter. She is sharing her concerns tonight. It's an interview you will only see on WSAV News 3.
I am keeping Quinton and Zane for 6 months. I kept them yesterday, and they went home last night.
Diana McCarta says she babysits little Quinton and his siblings and was supposed to watch them this morning. She says she was confused as to why plans would change so suddenly.
I got a text this morning saying that they would not be here. I would not be babysitting them at 5:29, which was kind of odd because I have them even when she doesn't work.
30 minutes later, 6 a.m. was the last reported sighting of Quinton, according to police. Diana says other family members asked her where Quinton might be.
And then I get a text at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. So, Mom texts the babysitter saying that she's not going to be bringing the kids to her today at 5:30 a.m. Okay, so why wasn't she going to take the kids to the babysitters that day? Maybe that's what she was supposed to do. According to, maybe that's what her mom has planned for the kids. Because CPS is involved and all that, right? So maybe when grandma's at work, mom can't be at home with the kids, so they have to go to a babysitter for the majority of the day, maybe, and then come home, get ready for bed, and go to eat breakfast, supper, go to bed type thing. Maybe that was to help relieve some pressure and anxiety on Ileana in caring for her kids. I don't know the situation, like we all don't know. But anyhow, okay, so 5:30, she gets the text. She texts this babysitter saying, kids will not be coming today. And then boyfriend's up at 6 in the morning, allegedly sees Quinton in the pack and play playpen. I'm assuming he was sleeping. And then mom wakes up at what time, I don't know, but realizes that the baby or the toddler, Quinton, is missing. Okay, so let's carry on with the interview.
Like saying, have I seen Quinton? I immediately go to their house. I try to help them look. They didn't want that. So I've just been waiting around like everybody else.
Diana and other neighbors are shocked by the news and wonder what could have happened to little Quinton.
My heart is broken. I'm not his mother, I'm not his family, but I love him very much. And I just don't know what could happen. The police did a really good job of looking. And where does the 1-year-old go? They've covered a lot of ground.
Again, we will continue to update you with the latest developments online and tomorrow on WSAV News 3 Today.
All right. So that was the interview with the babysitter. Oh, goodness. What's that? Okay, let me clear that one out. Okay, and then we do have a couple more interviews. One's with the parents. Let me pull up my screencast. What's it called? What's it called? Is it that? No, don't want to record. See my videos. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just signing into my thing. Okay. Now, how long is this one? This one's 10 minutes. And that one is... Okay, so this is the grandparents video. I recorded this one myself. Get rid of that. Let me pause it. Pause. Go back, and I guess I gotta share my. I don't have everybody. I'm glad I don't have. All right, let me share my screen. Close that. Full screen though. Play.
We both left right there. I got here about 3 o'clock yesterday, and I got here about 3:30 in the morning. It's been crazy. I mean, we don't know nothing. Well, this is the
Okay, so if he got there at 3 o'clock on the Wednesday, I guess it was, does he not live in the home? Like, I'm confused about that. I would assume that Thomas, and Billy Joe live in the same household as Billy's daughter and grandkids. I'd like to know where he was.
answers we want to hear or answers we don't want to hear. We just want to know something. Our concern is him, and that's all it is. I mean, we concerned with his well-being. I know everybody worked really hard yesterday, but I want to keep working hard. And we appreciate everything that everybody has done. All the people that's come out and searched for him and all that. He's always smiling. He's a happy kid. I mean, you get some kids but he always had a big smile on his face, and he was always happy.
Let me ask you, why are you getting emotional?
Because he's not here. He's just a baby. I don't want him home. He's just a baby. Leilani's my daughter. She's 22. She hasn't always done the right things. Sometimes she does really great, and sometimes she doesn't.
So Mom says Ilani does always do so well. Sometimes she does great. Other times she doesn't. So I'd like to know more about that. Does her daughter have obviously she does have a record because she's on probation for something. So I'm going to have to dig into that. Does anybody in chat know? Ouch. What Ileani's on probation for? That's kind of okay.
And I don't know what to think right now. I don't know what to believe because I don't think anybody ever believes that this is going to happen to them. I don't know if I can trust her. I don't.
She doesn't know if she can trust her own daughter.
We want answers. We don't have answers. Just thank you to everybody that's helped. And everybody that's looked for him. And please don't stop looking. Yeah. I said we want answers. We want to find him. That's the answer we want, is somebody found him. You know, we're still hoping and praying, and we wish everybody to pray for him. Pray for us. Yes.
All right, so that was that video. Close that out. This is the press conference. I wonder if I can...
We wanted to provide everyone with an update to the extent that we can on the missing Quinton Simon. We have yet to locate little Quinton. We continue to investigate this incident. We've got some assistance from the FBI. We got numerous interviews to conduct today, as well as downloading phones and things of that nature to try to bring this case to a conclusion. It still remains a missing child investigation at this point until we reach a different conclusion based on any evidence that we may find or any updates or developments that we may occur here today. Just to kind of recap what we have done, as you know, we had aviation out here yesterday all day or half of the day. Providing air support. We had mounted patrol from Savannah Police Department, which we sincerely appreciate. We had SEMA and the volunteers doing a grid search, an area search, looking for little Quinton. And as of this morning, we still have yet to locate him. So a lot of work to do. Our investigators are working extremely hard. They were here till 2 o'clock in the morning this morning, and then came back in at 8 o'clock for a briefing, and are out here this morning continuing to investigate. So that is unfortunately all the update, substantive update that we have here this morning. I'd be happy to answer a few questions that you may have, and we'll go from there. So.
Chief, is foul play suspected at all in this disappearance?
As of this time, we have not had any evidence to lead us to believe foul play, but everything's on the table, honestly. So we're looking at this from many different angles. We're getting all the technology that we can, looking for cameras that were in the area, things of that nature. So, but as of this interview, we don't have.
I wonder if they've found anything yet on any cameras yet. In that neighborhood, I mean, I'm sure some people have Ring door cam or other security footage. Just pray that maybe somebody caught something.
Have anything of substance that would lead us to believe that. It's still a missing child investigation.
You know, like 3 hours to report the child missing.
I don't know. It took 3 hours to report to the police. I haven't gotten into that level.
Yeah, I think that's the confusion right there. Some people are saying it was 3 hours since before Ileana reported the baby missing, because the boyfriend was the last person to see him at 6 a.m. But I think she was sleeping, and I don't think she woke up until, I think it was when she woke up that she noticed. So I don't think it was from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. I think maybe she woke up around 9, realized that she couldn't find him, started looking for him around the house, in the yard possibly, realized that he's not there, and then called 911. So that's my opinion, I think, of what could have happened.
Level of detail when the mother noticed the child was missing. The only information that I have is that the boyfriend woke up, saw the child at 6 a.m. The mother woke up at some other time later, and then reported the child missing at 9:39. I believe the call came into 911. So the time difference and whatnot, I'm not privy to that level of detail at this second.
You're the chief.
Typically when it starts getting light out, like weren't out there, only frequently out there cars. So why would, in the respective hours of daylight morning to have police out there?
Please restate your question. I'm sorry, I couldn't
What I
hear you.
understood from a reporter on scene, or one of our reporters, there was such a daylight time this morning where police weren't out there. Kind of a little bit. Could you kind of explain?
This morning?
Yeah.
So, well, we had conducted our area grid search yesterday. So we didn't believe that we had exhausted that geographic area where we felt perhaps if he wandered away that he would be in that area. So we wanted to regroup this morning. We were out till 2 o'clock in the morning. Now we're narrowing it down to other small geographic areas, seeing if that would yield, finding Quinton. So we just felt that we had exhausted all of our geographic coverage area with what we did yesterday with the aviation, with the mounted patrol, with our drone, and we didn't feel that would yield anything to be back at that exact location this morning.
How are the parents doing at this point from your perspective?
Well, I haven't talked to them personally. Obviously, they have been working with our detectives. I can only assume that they're, at this point, they're victims. They are dealing with the loss of a child. They're worrying and wondering where he may be at. And so, as any of us, if we were in that position, I would be terrified. Having 6 children of my own, if one of my children were missing, I'd be a mess, quite frankly.
And then follow up to that, does Quinton have any siblings? Are there any other brothers or sisters?
I believe there is an older sibling, maybe a year older or so. I think it's a boy, but I'm not 100% sure.
So the FBI was there yesterday. So is that customary, or was there?
Hi, Truth Seeker. Thank you for being here.
They will continue to help with the investigation. In this type, because it's a missing child, but there's also a potential it could have been abducted. Obviously, that falls within their wheelhouse. They're a great organization to work with. They have an enormous amount of resources that necessarily local law enforcement doesn't have, and their willingness to step in, provide additional manpower, as well as the resources that they have, which it is welcomed beyond belief. So, but because it's a missing and could be an abducted child, that's where it falls within their wheelhouse.
Do you believe Quinton is still be alive?
I hope he's still alive. We don't know. We don't have any information to believe he's not. But statistically, we know how these cases may end up. So we're going to hold out hope that he's still alive, that we can find him and bring him home safe to his parents. But we'll continue to look at all angles and exhaust all investigative avenues.
Oh, yeah?
Well, if we receive some tip from the community that was substantive, that we could verify that.
I think foul play as well. And I didn't realize. So her daughter has possible drug issues. Okay, so that could be why she doesn't have custody of her kids then.
Lead us to that conclusion. If there was any type of video evidence or cell phone evidence that would lead us to believe in that that it would be that. So that would is what that would be. And let me say, I'm sorry I didn't mention, if anyone has information on Quinton Simon's disappearance, they can get on Chatham County Police Department Crime Tips on our website and put that information in there. They can also call Crime Stoppers at 912-234-2020 with any information that they may have. I'm not aware of any at this point.
It's my understanding that his father was north here, not his house, like his home. So it's happening.
Hey, Jean. Glad to have you here, hon.
I'm not sure if he is here now. It is my understanding that he did live north of here and he was not here during the time of his disappearance. We did obtain a search warrant for the home, but we're also obtaining other search warrants.
So he said they obtained search warrants for the house and other areas. Did the daughter not give the permission for them to search? Or are they just covering their butts by getting search warrants, which I guess in the long run would be the right thing to do.
As of today, and we'll continue to execute those once we're able to secure those. I do not.
What's kind of the plan for today?
Well, what I want to do is let the investigators do their work today, obtain those search warrants, execute those in a timely manner, probably reassess sometime later today and see where we may need to pivot this investigation. If anything, any information comes out today that yields a different result, leads us in a different direction. But we'll regroup later on today. I want to give my investigators space to go on and do their job. They don't need me in their face every 5 seconds asking them 100 questions. They're very capable, along with the FBI, and we're going to work diligently till we come to a conclusion.
Have you talked to the mother?
I have not yet.
Yeah, I like that. Have you talked to the mother? I have not. So you're the chief of police, so maybe, well, yeah, I guess your detectives would be doing the questioning and stuff. You're just, I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Little boy missing since yesterday morning. Take a good look at Quinton Simon. Chatham County Police tell us he was last seen yesterday morning around 6 at his home on Buckhalter Road. The boy's mother told investigators he was in a playpen inside the house before he disappeared. Right now, Chatham County PD searching for Simon by air using a heat-detecting helicopter. Again, the 1-year-old has been missing for nearly 24 hours now.
It's 48
If you have any
now.
information about the case, please call 911. Was last seen around 6 this morning in his playpen. Quinton Simon is his name, and as the sun goes down, the search becomes more urgent for that toddler. By air and by ground, the search for 20-month-old Quinton Simon continues. The toddler was last seen around 6 a.m. Wednesday in his Buckhalter Road home. Chatham County PD, Savannah Police's Mounted Patrol, Mosquito Control, and now the Federal Bureau of Investigation among those searching for the toddler.
I wonder if GBI, like the Georgia Bureau Investigates, I wonder if they're involved. They weren't mentioned yet, so.
Neighbor Tyler Edenfield said he is also helping out. We all met together and pretty much planned, and then we all took a trip down Girard, all in the woods, and we've been just about any area we could hit as far as, where they're concentrating at. Quinton was last seen wearing a light blue Sesame Street shirt and black pants. He has light brown hair and brown eyes.
He's such a cutie. All right, so let's escape that.
Morning, everybody. Chief Jeff Halley.
That's right. Let me just stop my screen because you don't need to see all my info. I don't know, my ads are popping up. Okay, what else do I have? What's this one here? This one's 7 minutes. Let me just preview it so I know it's not the same thing. All right, so this is okay. Let's share this, I guess. I'm not exactly too sure, but yeah, it is a sad story, that's for sure. All right, let's start this at the beginning. Don't tell me you froze.
Her 20-month-old baby boy, Quinton Smalls, was missing from his pack and play. Quinton was last seen wearing a light blue Sesame Street t-shirt and black shorts or black bottoms. So we got here as quickly as we can, trying to assess the situation, trying to determine the nature of why Quinton was missing. So let me try to get ahead of some things or some anticipated questions that you may have of me. We've located the biological father. He works very north of here. We don't believe he has anything to do with it being a custody thing or anything like that at this point. We have not determined whether or not it is an abduction or kidnapping. Therefore, we did not issue an Amber Alert. That is a requirement of an Amber Alert. Law enforcement has to be have that belief that an abduction has taken place. So currently, we're interviewing all parties involved to the extent that we can. They've all been cooperative so far, and we're in the business of interviewing them, securing a search warrant for the residence so we can do a more invasive search. Officers did do a cursory search of the residence to see if the child may have been hiding or something of that nature. We did not locate the child in any of those spaces that we thought perhaps that a child could hide. But we would require a search warrant to do a more invasive search, so we're in the process of doing that. We also, I think there was a question asked whether or not we had any prior visits to this residence. We've only had 2 calls for service here in the last 2 years. They were not of a missing child or anything like that. So just for the sake of context, I do want to thank all of the agencies that have come out here and assisted the Chatham County Police Department. As you can hear, we got mosquito control up ahead of us in the helicopter doing an air search for us. The Savannah Police Department mounted unit has come out to assist us. Chatham Emergency Management. The Liberty County Sheriff's Office came up with 2 deputies, 2 canine officers. They're out with the bloodhound, trying to do a track to see if there's anything of value that we can. Concerned citizens of this neighborhood have showed up, participated, or are participating in a grid search out here in this geographic location. So I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all of those individuals and entities for being out here. Chatham County Sheriff's Office is out here, so much thanks to Sheriff Wiltshire for lending his staffing out here. This is a fluid situation. All things are still possible. We don't have any concrete belief in any one theory or any one thing. So we're very concerned about Quinton. We're hoping we can find him safe and bring him home to his parents.
I know you said this is very fluid right now. You don't want to go into just one specific scenario, but have you found anything thus far in the search for 24 hours that would lead you to believe that Foul Play might be something involved?
We have not, quite frankly. There's nothing that leads us in one direction or another. It's really kind of wide open right now, unfortunately. I wish we had something more of substance that we could, kind of focus our energies on. But like I said, everything's on the table right now, and we're attacking it at all angles.
Talk to the mother. Have you asked what happened in that 3 hours from 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock that she didn't know that her child was missing? Obviously, parents can get distracted with their children. What happened in that 3 hours? And what explanation has she given to her?
Well, I don't have that information. I mean, I'm not doing the interview, and I'm not going to interject myself in my detective's work. Hopefully, we'll be able to, through those interviews, get some of those answers and be able to release some of those details as we go forward.
Just a clarifying question here. You referred to him as Small his last name or middle name sometime in the year.
Did I misspeak? My apologies. My handwriting is horrible. So, what was his name? Simon Smalls? Quinton Simons. I'm sorry. My apologies. So,
I didn't even pick up on that.
What goes forward now? Obviously, this search at nightfall is going to be in the next couple of hours. The search continues throughout the night. Change your directives.
Well, once we have exhausted or daylight obviously is going to be an environmental factor that we're going to have to contend with once we get there. Obviously, if visibility is low, obviously this isn't a very well lit area. So it would be my assumption that once daylight fell and we didn't have any visibility, that we'd have to suspend the search until daylight tomorrow morning. But we'll make those decisions, as they come and as we confront those impediments as we go forward.
Since you started searching, has there been any sign of this 21-month child?
I have not been reported of that whatsoever. No, sir.
I'm just going to ask, I know you said that all things are possible at this time, but do you guys have any leads with the bloodhounds, helicopters, or the drones?
We have not gotten any leads, no, ma'am. The handler just took the canine out for one last track. You might have seen that right before we started the interview. So we'll see if that yields anything. But I would imagine after that, they probably have to, let the dog rest. There's only a certain amount of time that they can track without them getting tired and their senses get a little diminished. I'm sorry. We've slowly started opening them back up. Obviously, the actual crime scene is contained to the residents, and then obviously, if we were to find anything out here in the area, we would tape that off so we can do a proper forensic search of that. But we are going to be opening the roadways fairly soon.
So just what emotion you mentioned, I think with a case like this before, and these out of this agency out here looking for a small child, what's in your head?
Yeah. I can't. Nothing comes to mind. I'm 32 years in the business. Nothing that comes to my immediate mind. I've certainly dealt with child deaths and things of that nature. And, having children myself. 6 kids are all older now, but I can't imagine what's going through the parent's head. I mean, you're fearful, you're scared, you're worried, and that it affects. Not only does it certainly affects the immediate family, but the neighbors who maybe had contact with them. I think they've probably seen the kids, played with them, or said hi to them. The officers that are out here searching, the residents that are out here searching. Everybody has an emotional investment in these type of cases, and it takes its own toll on people in their own magnitude. So, I just want to thank everybody out here. You guys being out here, you guys feel it, right? I mean, you're human beings. You you have hearts and you bleed and everything like that. So, you're not callous individuals that don't have any feelings. You're gonna.
I noticed one of the questions in the comments, and it said, basically, how did he get out of the pack and play and out the door? True. So he was, 20 months, so he was just shy of 2 years. Yeah, I could see him climbing out of a pack and play, for sure. My grandbaby's 3, and she climbed out of hers all the time. As for the door, I can't see him unlocking it or even trying to turn the doorknob. So I don't know about that. Was there a screen door, like a patio door, that he could open that maybe wasn't locked, that all he had to do was pull it open? And then he got out that way? I don't know. How many entrances and exits are in the house? So I know there's got to be more than one door in and out of that house. Whether it's garden doors, patio doors, side door, garage door, attached to the house door. So, okay. Let's close that out. Let me just stop my screen here. Where am I? I think I'm frozen.
Impact.
Sorry. I think
by what you see.
No, come on.
Out here, so we got a lot of help out here. A lot of people that care. A lot of people that want to find.
Crap! Did I just close everything out?
Find him, and hopefully he'll come home safe. We get this behind us. So.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I thought I closed out the whole thing, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, thank you guys for coming in to see me today. Crap. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. All right, I think that's all I have for right now. I'm hoping that there might be a press conference today. That would be nice. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section of the video, and please don't forget to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either one works great. It's free, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Will be bringing more content. I think I'm going to try to come live twice a week now. I'm still getting used to editing, and so my videos are not the greatest, but I try my best. So please subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Oh, actually, I don't know if any of you know, I have a subscriber. His name is PEI Mike. He lives in PEI, from what I can take from when I've talked to him. I haven't heard from him in a while, and I know they had that Fiona hurricane that hit, and I think PEI was hit pretty bad. So if anybody knows who he is or has spoken to him since the storm, let him know that I'm asking about him to make sure that he's okay. I'm going to try to see if I can find his email. And I'm going to send him an email and see if he's okay. Anyhow, thanks, guys. Take care. Love yous. Bye-bye.